Okay.
All right, we have started. Welcome to the Twin Talk podcast, and we back. And we got a special guest online right now, man. Please introduce yourself, Miss LA.
Yo, 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 yo. It's LA, the one and only. I'm here. What's up? How you doing, twin?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I think I might be coming down with something, man. I hope not, but
Oh
you know.
no. Oh no. You got that Rona?
I don't know, man. I hope not, man. I don't think so. My aunt just got diagnosed with that shit, bro. Well, let me not put my aunt business out there, but yeah, she did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. But
Yeah, she
but I ain't gonna
did.
lie to you. A lot of people got it. A lot of people got it. Going around.
Yeah, yeah. My aunt's going on. She deal in the hospital and shit. So yeah, she gonna be good. I told her she need that vacation any goddamn way. My aunt be working. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah. We're gonna keep her in our prayers most definitely, along with everybody else out here. We'll try to keep her safe. Keep her safe. You know what I mean?
facts, man. Cause low key, I believe we on the biological warfare, biological
Oh
chemical
yeah.
warfare. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we not
Oh
even gonna
yeah.
touch too far from that. Well, how was your Thanksgiving, Miss LA?
Oh man, my Thanksgiving was lit. We had everybody in the house. We had everything on the menu. I'm talking about I ate so much food. I don't even know how I'm awake right now. I was in a food coma for days. How
Oh
about
my
you?
God. No, I mean, this was my first Thanksgiving preparing Thanksgiving, so my turkey came out splendid, and I
Oh
just ate
yeah.
it. Yeah, I just ate the turkey breast. You know, I don't eat the other shit. I ate the turkey breast, which I thought it was gonna be a lot, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. I had a 13.5 turkey, 13.5. Yeah. So and then my brothers and them had a 14.8 as far as pounds. You get what I'm saying? And then they finished off the rest of the one that I didn't finish.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like you was lit. Lit.
Yeah, I
Man.
mean that and my
So did
homemade.
anybody did anybody have any chitlins?
Hell no! What the fuck? This motherfucker here. What are we talking about, bruh? What are we talking about? Chitlins? Chitterlings?
I'm just saying. I'm just
Ain't nobody had no goddamn shitterlings over here. Do you hear me? Shitterlings.
no
No.
no booty noodles in your household, huh?
No, motherfucker. No. I think I tried them when I was younger though. I tried them when I was younger, and
Uh-huh.
they wasn't bad. Cause my mom, I think my mom eat them. She ate them, but cause they was like stuck to the pan type shit. You know what I mean? I believe I ate them. I think she drowned them in like vinegar, but
Uh-huh.
nah, my pops used to talk shit about those when I was younger, and he eat oysters. My mom don't. My
Uh-huh.
mom eat chitlins, and he don't. You get what I'm saying? So that was always a back and forth. You know, you can't force me to eat no damn oyster. Let's be clear. And then when I got older and I realized what a shitterlin was, you can't force me to eat that shit either.
Man, you know, you live a little. You gotta try stuff. You gotta try stuff.
Shit, I'm a picky ass eater. Picky ass eater. But yeah, the homemade mac and cheese, man. I think that's what the fuck wrong with me, bro. It felt like I got like acid reflux, and I always thought I had it anyway. Usually when I'm talking, I'm in the middle of a convo. It's like I got the urge to burp, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
yes, I think I don't know what it is. I hope it ain't nothing serious, but that's what I meant. You know what I mean? I'm not really coughing and and fever because that's what I told my sister. I said I think I'm about to die. She was like, boy, you
Uh-oh.
ain't. She was like, boy, you ain't got shit. You ain't got no fever. I said, no, I ain't got no damn fever, but
You still got your taste buds?
yeah,
You still
I don't
you
know.
still taste?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Okay, okay. All
yeah.
right,
But
well,
no, I don't think it's that. I don't know what the fuck. I think it's because my black ass eat too fast. Let's be clear. I goddamn it. I spent the. I don't know if I told you, but 10 o'clock is when I started cooking my turkey. I didn't finish the whole damn dinner until around 11. It was like 10:40. Do you hear me? Was that like 12 hours?
hold on. You saying 10 o'clock at night
No,
till 12?
no, 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning to 10:40 p.m. at night.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, 12 hours, a little over.
Yeah, so that was the turkey. I had to prepare some potato salad. My potato salad is bomb. That's my grandmother's potato salad. The cabbage, the mac and cheese, and then of course I had to take a break and let my sister prepare the stuffing, what we call it, but I know a lot of people call it dressing,
Uh huh.
stovetop shit. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So, and I think that was everything that we had. Yeah.
Oh man, my family went crazy. My family went crazy. with Thanksgiving. That it was not even Thanksgiving. It was like literally a feast for real. We had you name it, we had it. It was like that. What was that song?
What's
That
that?
yams, yams, something,
Oh my God,
tomatoes,
yeah,
potatoes.
that damn mean yams, grams,
Yes,
tomatoes, beans, that stupid ass shit.
yeah. That was Thanksgiving with us. That was what it was like. It was really lit. It was cool though.
Bro, tell me why I don't even have my notes. Like, what the fuck? I got them, but they somewhere. But I seen your big feast though. Like she was. Yeah, do y'all hear me? I'm talking about that shit like a damn family reunion cookout, bro. I
Oh
cannot lie.
God.
I seen fish and some motion. I'm like, damn. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm
we had
saying?
fish, fried chicken, ribs, hot links, brisket. Shit. I
Brisket.
mean, it
What the
was
hell is brisket?
turkey, ham. We had dirty rice, Mexican rice,
Let's
fried
re
rice,
let's rewind. What the hell is brisket?
brisket. You never had like brisket? It's a beef,
It's beef? No. I'm a funny eater. So no.
obviously.
Yeah, brisket, no. And that's what it is. It's just beef. How
Yeah,
many
it's
names?
beef, like
How, how many
shredded.
fucking
Like
names do beef got? Like you
I
got
mean, there's
meatloaf,
different. It's a
you
different
got
cut.
steak,
Uh
you
huh.
got hamburger,
Oh yeah.
motherfucker. You got what else? Tenderloin.
Shit.
Is it such thing as beef tenderloin or some shit?
Oxtails,
Ah, damn.
ribs. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That cow, goddamn mooing
That,
all in
that
your
yeah,
stomach.
just call it that cow.
Yeah,
It's
that
a lot
cow.
of good. I mean, it's a lot of good pieces to that cow, but I'm low key trying to work on not eating so much red meat.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
shit's really not that good for you,
Hell
but
nah, man.
it tastes so good though.
Nowadays, goddamn, the fruits and vegetables ain't even good for you, man. They spraying chemicals all over all
Yeah.
this shit. Yeah, yeah.
Mm, 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 mm.
But welcome back, y'all. We about to get straight into this podcast, man. Are you toxic? Is the topic of the conversation. You feel me? Are you toxic? Like I don't even know what the hell toxic means. Let's be clear. I don't know what it means as far as toxic. Now, I play video games. Y'all know I play video games. Toxic is me beating a nigga ass in the video game and messaging him saying, nigga, you trash. You's a bum ass nigga. That's toxic to me. You feel me? That's
Uh-huh.
toxic. But what's your definition of toxic, Miss LA?
Well, my let me see. My definition of toxic is really just enjoying anything like negative in the relationship. Like you get a rise out of it. It excites you to just have, dysfunction in your relationship. Like I see so many girls that like, oh, I just love it when me and my man get into a fight and he just chokes me up and tells me to sit down. I like that shit. Like, what? You
Touch her
like
up?
that?
Like beat her
Yeah, oh
ass?
yeah. Oh yeah. I
Damn Jezebels. These damn Jezebels, man. These damn
I'm like
Jezebels, man.
I'm like, how did that turn you on, sis? I'm confused. You know what I mean? Like they identify being loved with being hurt, and I don't know. That's just crazy to me.
That's different. That's daddy issues. Daddy issues to the max.
To the max, to the
So
max.
so so he got to beat your ass in order for you to feel that he love you.
Yeah, he gotta beat your ass, or he gotta stalk you, or control you to be loved.
That's
It's
that's
it's
bananas. That's
it's
bananas.
crazy. It's crazy, but these men are toxic too, though.
Oh yeah, I
These
know.
men are toxic. Yeah,
I mean,
they
but in that situation, the man is the toxic one. You know, her
right,
dumb ass don't know no damn better. But if you're not a man if you put your hand on the females. On any female, excuse me, any woman, right?
right,
Point blank,
right.
period. So he's the toxic one there. Like he's beyond toxic. You know what I mean? He feel that it's okay. So in that situation, automatically I got pimping whore vibes. You get me? The pimping, keeping the whore in line. Like I mean, like for real. That's how that shit go. And they think that is okay. Like daddy hit me, so he love me. You get what I'm saying? This is how shit
Right.
go.
So, do
So
you think that a lot of people become toxic from things as they went through as a child? Do you think that? where it stems from?
I'm not I'm not sure, but I believe so, right? Because even coming out of any type of abuse or anything coming up as a child, like you either gonna elevate or you just gonna adjust to the shit. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Mhm.
and I don't know if that's toxic more than abuse. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
if you dealing with a dude that's beating your ass, that's abuse. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no let's clear all this bullshit up. Toxic is me fucking with you while I'm talking to this chick and I'm talking to this chick and I'm telling you that I'm not fucking with none of them and I'm telling them I'm not fucking with you. That's some toxic shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not putting my hand on either
Right.
one of y'all. Like
Right.
the men,
Yeah.
like what is it called? Domestic violence. Either way, the woman putting her hands on the man and the man putting it like both ways. That shit is abuse.
Oh yeah. Toxics don't always have to be physically abusive. A lot of times it's emotional. You
Yeah.
know, seriously.
That's why I say
Like,
daddy issues. Like maybe she didn't have her dad in her life or he didn't love her. So the first man coming to her situation, he loved me. Like it's okay. Like all them damn Tyler Perry movies. Like I stopped watching his movies because now
oh
he
my
got like
god.
it's a lot of them, right?
Right. And they all start to run together.
Yeah, except for the one. What is it called? Why did I get married? Like he didn't
Uh
put
huh.
his hands on her, right?
Right.
The black bald head dude from the
Uh huh.
wood. He didn't put his hands
Right.
on her, but it was verbal abuse, right? Verbal
Right.
abuse,
Mhm.
yeah, and emotional, right? Jill Scott,
Mhm.
Jill Scott, bad boy. She always been bad to me, but
Oh
either,
yeah.
yeah, but yeah, man, my experience, and I be thinking deep on some shit like this. I think I'm toxic because I can be online and somebody I went to school with or somebody I used to work with or some shit, they might hit me up. And of course, it's a female, and I'm not attracted to this female. You get me? I'm not attracted to her or any other female, right? But they would hit
Mhm.
me up and they would be like, what's up with you and me? Or basically trying to get something going with me and her.
Right.
And I'm guilty of being toxic, at least in my own definition, because I don't shoot it down. You get me? Because I don't know how to tell her
You don't know
I'm
how to reject someone
I
without
don't know.
hurting their feelings.
I don't want to do that. You get me? I don't want
Right.
her to feel that she's not good enough or she's not attractive enough. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
in those parameters, that shit is, and I know I'm guilty of it. You get me? It's been
Mhm.
a few, and I would just lead them. I wouldn't necessarily lead them on. You feel me? Like we could
Right. I
actually
got
be,
you.
but I don't want to have them feeling bad. You get me? Just because I
I
don't
think
want
I'm
you.
guilty of doing that before as well.
Yeah,
Definitely knowing that I'm not interested in that person, but
yeah,
I'm like, I might just entertain it for a little second and then I'll slide out. Like, you know.
yeah.
I'm trying to think what's my toxic trait. I think because I feel like we all got something that is, unhealthy about us. That's, something that we can work on. I think for some reason I feel like I'm always ready to help people. You know what I mean? Like stray dogs. I could see somebody just broke down, and I'm just like, oh, let me save him. He just
A
needs
stray
help.
dog. A stray dog. Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that is so toxic, and I keep telling myself like, I can save this person. I can help this person, and
Not
in
no
and,
fuck
and
niggas
in
though.
the end, huh?
Right? Not no
In
fuck
the
niggas
end, I
though.
end up being the one that's broke. That I end up taking all their bullshit, and I become that bullshit that I tried to help. And then they're going about their business like shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We I don't know the word, but we are energy receptacles,
Hmm.
right? So you fucking with this person, all that energy is coming on you, especially when y'all connect. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah, and
It's
especially if
coming
you
on
have
to
a
you.
connect
So
with that person.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so I can understand that. But my question would be, if you saying stray dogs, like you know it's some fuck nigga tendencies there. Like
Well, you know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, I will listen to like a person's sob story, or I'll see them, like, oh, how I think I just my toxic thing is that I see the good in everybody. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
well, you might you might not have this, but we can work on that. We can fix that. But it. I have to realize it ain't my job to save and fix up my partner. You know what I mean? It's not my job to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we got to come in this together, not me trying to save a stray homeless dog on the side of the road with a sign asking for food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I told my cousin earlier. I was talking to him, and I was telling him, I was like, yo, because he was talking about a situation. I was like, man, the crazy thing about it is that I get with a female, or if I'm dealing with a female, I can't make you happy, right? I can't make
Mm.
you happy whatsoever. Now, within our relationship, I can make sure we good. I can make sure we
Right,
steady and we good. But as far as your happiness, like you didn't do this in your life, you didn't do that in your life, or whatever,
right.
I can't make that happen. You get me? Long as I'm happy with myself and I can look in the mirror and be happy, I'm good. But I can't make you happy. And I think that's where the
Mhm.
unbalance, that's where the unbalance comes in. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're definitely right. Because a lot of people go into a relationship looking for that their partner to save them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To save the day, to fix their situation. But if you are depressed, and you have anxiety, or you have issues that you haven't dealt with from your childhood or past relationships, it doesn't matter what your partner does. It's not gonna fix you. You have to fix you. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. That's insecurities. That's
Mhm.
depression. Now that depression word be thrown around a lot. You feel me? But that is depression. You get me? And the I believe people are people are people are insecure in situations, and then they get into another situation, and then they get into
Uh,
another situation, and then they get into another situation, and then it's never ending because they never fix that insecurity from the jump. So being that they never address that insecurity, now the abuse come, now the domestic violence come. So I mean,
right.
it that shit is like a domino effect. It's like a domino effect. So toxicity, that shit is. I try to stay away from it, right? But I know
Right.
one of my traits. Just going back to the traits, I can be a mean son of a bitch. I can.
Mhm.
I can be cold hearted. I can be very, very cold. Like some shit that happened in my life where my tolerance for bullshit is just very low. You get me? I know I'm guilty of that. But my demeanor always, since I was a teenager when I lost my grandmother, I've always had this mean demeanor. But I'm not mean though. I'm an angel. You get me? I'm an angel. But I had a dream the other night. Well, it wasn't the other night, but I had a dream of a big ass burgundy moon. And I looked it up and it was saying that I got to get more in touch with my feminine energy.
Uh huh.
Meaning, I gotta stop being so damn rough all the time. You get what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah.
I legit be talking to any chick that I'm talking to. I be like, bruh, like what are we talking about here? Like I be talking to her like, you know what I mean? Just like a normal dude off the, like, bruh, you get me? I'm not. It's not easy for me to show passion. You get me?
Yeah.
If I
Mhm.
have a couple of drinks, then my shit is down. I might be, hey babe, how you doing, and on some shit like that. But in general, like when I'm sober, like no, it's not like I'm trying to be mean, but like something that I would say would be taken out of context because you may think, oh shit, that was some cold shit. Like the way he delivered it, like my tone of voice. You get me? Because that's just the way I am, my demeanor.
Uh
But
huh.
in actuality, like bro, I didn't mean no harm by what I said. You get me? That's why I don't fuck with a whole lot of people now, because I guess they see my bluntness as a threat. You get what I'm that like, damn dude, like calm down. And I hate when a female or anybody tell me to calm down when I'm not even at 100. Ain't that what they say? I'm not even at 100. Why you telling me to calm down? Motherfucker, this is just the way I talk. This is how I converse with you. You get me? So as far as that, I don't know if that's toxic. As far as me being cold and mean, but shit, I'm getting older and I'm learning, but I don't know if I can ever shake that. Showing passion and shit. I didn't grow up with my pops showing passion. Like hell, my
Right.
mom's, you know what I mean. It wasn't even necessarily like passion, but I knew she loved us. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't no hugs and kisses. It won't no shit like that. You feel me? It won't no shit like that. We black in America, so it wasn't like that. So me as a black man, I learned early on, bro. Ain't no sympathy for me. You get what I'm saying? So I guess
Mhm.
that's where that come from. So Do you think that's toxic?
I don't think that's toxic. I just think that's something that you have to learn, something you have to work on, something you have to practice. You know, I have not always been compassionate or empathetic, but I learned, or you know what I'm saying? I try to put myself in that person's situation, and then that helps me with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not easy, like you said, when you're not taught that and you didn't grow up that way. Like my family, we didn't grow up saying "I love you" or giving each other a hug. But through the years, I've learned to let people know, like, "Hey, I love you," and or "Hey, this is how I'm feeling," and learning how to communicate and not being, like you said, so aggressive or coming off so hard and so cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
My
yeah,
brothers, my brothers years ago, they put me on to that. Like I wasn't telling nobody I love them. You get me? And then just to backtrack just a bit, like my aunt passed away. I don't know. I think it may have been a year, 2 years after my mother passed away, and I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel a goddamn thing. You get me? So as far as sympathy and being apathetic, is apathetic a word? What the fuck? Sympathetic. Being sympathetic to somebody. I can be that. You get me? If somebody say they going through a tough time, like you laughing, but that ass. If somebody say they going through a tough time, I can feel that pain, especially in a situation that calls for it. I can feel for it. I'm not saying I'm that cold. I'm just saying like, if you telling me, babe, like you don't never show no affection, like why you don't never tell me you love me, like, cause I'm out here trying to get some money. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what you want me to do? Hold your fucking hand? You get me? I'm talking about.
oh
That's what yo. That's what I'm saying. As far as
yeah,
being
you cannot treat your woman like that,
no, no,
sir.
no, no, no. That's not all the time. But like, bro, what women don't understand, as especially as a black man, we got the weight of the world on our shoulders. Lord knows if we
Right,
have anything other than being a black man on our shoulders. You get me? Like, we got
right,
the weight of the world. So you sit here nitpicking at me because I'm not telling you I love you, but the bills is fucking paid. We got food in our fucking stomach. Like, what are we talking about here? You get what I'm saying? So I understand it as far as being sympathetic. I can be sympathetic to certain situations, but that's not my go to. You get me? It's not like I deflect or anything. It's just I got a hard exterior. You get me? I got a hard
right.
exterior. But like I said, even when my aunt passed, I didn't feel a damn thing. And that was one of my old eldest aunts. She was like 80 something. I didn't feel a damn thing. And that's my first time actually mentioning that, speaking upon that. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't. I didn't.
Right.
Yeah. So that dream about the moon, I've started. You feel me? I've started, and anytime I start to go off the hinges, I sit back and I be like, all right, more feminine energy. And to all my fellas out there, bro, I'm not talking about no gay shit, none of that. I'm just saying like you ain't gotta always be manly. You get me? Like you can be gentle and shit. That shit gonna take me a while. I cannot cap. I cannot lie to you, but either or. And my pops is cold as a motherfucker. I seen it firsthand. And I realized right then and there, like, that's where I get it from. That's exactly where I get it from. You see what I'm saying? He was cold. Well, he still is. Well, I don't think he still is cold, but it was a situation which I'd rather not speak on, but he was cold. You hear me? He was cold. So I want y'all to let me know in the comment section, y'all, what is toxic? Do y'all agree with what the fuck I'm saying? Any fellas out there, man, are y'all gentle with your ladies? I'm gentle with my lady, but just like I was discussing earlier in the month, I'm not attracted to a prissy girl. Like oh, I broke my nail. Like you gotta be tougher than that. You get what you gotta be tougher than that. That's what I mean as far as gentle with uh being roses with my partner type shit. You get me? Cause otherwise you getting razor blades with me. You feel me? It's not a fight and it's not chaotic, but it's like basically you gotta have tough skin if you dealing with me. That's just what it is. You feel me? I don't sugarcoat shit. Any of my any of my subscribers, any of my family, anybody that know my personality, and then the people that rock with me, y'all already know. Y'all already see. Y'all like, man, that dude cool. He just you know what I mean, rough around the edges just a little bit, and you know what I mean. And then you may have come from a similar background that I come from, so you understand it. But I'm not I'm not using that as an excuse to be rough with anybody. No, it's just the way I came up. You get me? So, but
Exactly.
I won't allow it to get to a point in which it becomes abusive. You get what I'm saying? I like no, because I had a chick accuse me of being verbally abusive, and
Really?
I told the bitch, you know what I told her? Excuse my
What?
language,
No, wait,
but
wait,
you
wait, 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 wait. Twin, did you just say I told the bitch?
yes,
Damn.
I told her right away. I was like, yo, I'm done. You get me? Because I'm not going to sit here and allow you to accuse me of being mentally abusive to you when it's just coming out of the crack of your ass. You get me? She just pulled it out the crack of her ass. Like, me being abusive, she never could give me a prime example. But let me give you a prime example. She would be texting me and you know these motherfuckers nowadays, they cannot spell whatsoever. So when they mean to say you are, they text your. You get me? They text your. Now mind you, she's in school. She was in school. And
Uh-huh.
she would send me your when she meant your, right? YOU
Uh-huh.
apostrophe RE. And I'm telling her, cause we had the discussion as far as making each other better. And I let them know straight out, fellas, you need to let your chicks know this too. Like, bro, when you go outside this house, you representing me. So whether you in school and you writing bum ass papers because you writing your paper like you text, like bro, you representing me. And it's vice versa. So when I go out, I'm representing you. So if I'm telling you a simple mistake, and what was it? This girl I'm talking about, even with just texts, like she would send fragmented texts, and it's like I gotta play Blues Clues to figure out what the fuck she was saying. I can't stand that shit. I cannot stand it. You feel me? So when I'm telling you that I can't stand this, and I'm telling you to correct that, and I'm giving you like, yo, just say you are. Like, what are you saying your for? Your is to show possession, right? Not to get too technical like in English and all that shit. But it's a pet peeve of mine. That's the only
Right.
situation that I really spoke out about, and she said I was mentally abusive. And to be honest with you, I seen nothing with it. That's why I said, all right, I'm done with you, because you're not going to accuse me of being abusive in any way. I'm out. And the bitch, I mean, excuse me, she keep coming back. But it's like, I was done. You get what I'm saying? You're not about to accuse me of that and then you want to take it back just because you talking to your friends about me or whatever. Like, that's one thing I don't understand about females. Like, you in a relationship with a dude, and as soon as something go wrong, you want to go talk to your sisters, you want to go talk to your homegirls, to her homegirl, to whoever gonna listen to you. And you don't realize that our relationship is our relationship. You get what I'm saying? It's our relationship. So you go talk about it to whoever.
Yeah.
Now they all up in your business. So then if you do want to get back with whoever you with, now they looking at you sideways, or they see what he doing in the relationship and now they like, all right, well, she fuck up, I'm gonna try to get with him. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't realize that. Like, especially when we talking about good men out here, because I'm a good man. Let's be clear about that. But
Right.
all in all, don't sit here and call me abusive. And being that she called me that, I figured she may have been talking to somebody, or she may have told somebody that. And if she told somebody that, that wasn't even why I called it off. It was just, you're not gonna accuse me of being abusive. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, that's why I said that bitch. But you know,
Damn.
I be trying to be respectful, but you're not
Woo.
about to say that to me, bro. You feel me? When I
But the
know
fire behind that
when I
bitch was.
bro, but I be stepping on eggshells. You get me?
Yeah.
And from past experience, motherfuckers know not to piss me off. Like, once you disrespect me and piss me off, I have no filter. I don't care. I don't care. You get me? I don't care.
I believe it.
So don't sit here and tell me that I'm abusive. So maybe that's some toxicity. I don't believe it is, but just because she told me that I was mentally abusing her, well, excuse me, verbally abusing her, and then I
Do you
say I'm
do
done.
you do you think that maybe it was your delivery on how you delivered it to her?
No, no,
Because
no, no. This
one
was
thing
over
I'm learning
time.
is that you, huh?
This was over time. This wasn't a one time thing. This was over time. I'm talking about months at a time.
Yeah.
And it's like, really? Really? You can't fix that. And that's just one instance. You get me? I'm not gonna get too much into my personal life, but you get what I'm saying. That's one
Right. I
instance.
got
Like,
you.
bro, why are you writing like a fucking fifth grader? You get what I'm saying? Like, but you supposed to be in college and doing all this other shit. You supposed to be in school, not necessarily college, but you get me. You in school. You supposed to be writing papers and shit. And then when your professor tell you that they graded it, but they let you know like, yo, you gotta spell these words correctly. You get me? Then you come back and tell me, yo, you was right because my teacher said the same thing. I don't want to hear the shit. You get me? Because before you even go to public, you should have got this shit straight because your dude told you that. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm just putting that there because maybe she would have looked at that as verbal abuse. I don't. Verbal abuse is me saying that, yo, your breath always stinking, your titties always hanging. You get me?
Or
Like your hair's all your
if you
hair.
would have been like, or if you would have been like, you dumb bitches, it's you are, not you are e. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, are
No,
you
no, no,
fucking
no. I
retarded
didn't.
or
I didn't say
something?
that. No, no, no. I didn't go that far. You feel me? I didn't go that far. No. Only time I would snap off like that is if I'm disrespected. You get what I'm saying? Like it was an instance with her, and she said something about my aunts, and I spazzed the fuck out. You get me? Like, don't talk about my. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? You don't know what the fuck going on with my people and what the fuck I got going on as far as my family. And then she instantly retracted it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the only time that I'm gonna
Right.
snap off on some shit like that. But no, I'm not just gonna come out the gate disrespect her. No, it's not like that. It's not like that whatsoever. But these bitches got me fucked up. You feel me? They got you fucked up too, homie. You feel me? They y'all just think y'all can just do whatever, and then when you get the same
Now,
energy back,
hold on,
no, 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 no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
Finn.
no. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm saying as females, y'all
Okay.
females, some of y'all, and then, bro, basically, she had no argument or the communication was broken. Like you had no argument on what your communication was to somebody else. You get me? So if your communication is with somebody else and not with what the hell I got going on, what the hell we got going on, you can't come to me and tell me that I'm abusive. You get what you can't say that I'm verbally abusive. Like where the fuck did that even come from? That's why I said, all right, that's the last call. I'm done. You get what I'm saying? I'm done.
Well, one thing that I'm learning is that different people have different triggers, and different people have gone through different things as a child.
Yeah.
So maybe it was something that you said that triggered some abusive situation in her life. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? That's just like, I'm trying to think. Say a woman, her man always told her, always picked at her and said something negative to her. So then you get with her and you're actually trying to help her, but it comes off the same way. So that's why I think it's really good to get to know your partner, know what they've been through, and that way you may be able to know how to handle them better. Maybe you could have said it to her in a different way. That's why I was asking you about delivery, because I don't think you said anything wrong at all. I think you were trying to help this young lady out, but it seems to me that she took it in a negative way. And I don't know, maybe you could have said it differently. You don't think? On your end, is there anything you could have done differently, or anything you would do differently, like in the future when you have a woman that you love and care about, that you want to be with, and she's doing something that you really don't agree with it? Do you think that you could handle that a different way?
I mean, this issue wasn't even the issue in which I'm pretty sure she was referring to. You get me? I was just giving you a clear cut example of
Uh
how
huh.
I wanted things done. Like I'm not. First of all, I'm not gonna be walking around with no dumb bitch. Let's be clear about that. You not about to be stupid. You get what I'm saying? Like it's something
Right.
as simple as fixing your spelling. Like come on, bro. Or sending me fragmented text. Like bro, you not about to send me no fragmented texts because I know your 5-page essay or whatever you got to do for school is about to be all fucked up. You get me? I'm not about to be walking around with a dumb bitch on my arms. And let me stop calling y'all bitches, but you bitches is
Please,
like y'all got
please.
me. They got me fucked up. You get me? Like you get what I'm saying as far as that situation was just an example of my expectations because don't sit here and talk to me about growing together, spiritually growing together and shit like that, and you not even doing your part. You get what I'm saying? You're not even doing your part. So that I'm pretty that had nothing to do with her calling me abusive. Like I said, she was talking outside of the relationship and somebody was in her ear, maybe her girlfriends, maybe her sister, whatever, and maybe they suggested that. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then she come back to me and mumble the shit. It just seemed like that type of person. You get what I'm saying? You hear something from somewhere else and then you bring it back home. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what none of them bitches said. You feel me? I don't care what any of them say at all. So it was And then as far as the childhood, right? As far as childhood, we're going back something that happened to them on why something may be triggered as far as what I said. How the hell would I even know? You don't even get that far to open up about a situation. You get what I'm saying? So how would I even know about this may trigger that or that may trigger this? You get what I'm saying? So I don't even know if the communication don't even get that far.
Okay, so you're saying a lot of times you don't even get that far with the
No. In this
oh, okay,
situation, this is the first time. You get me? This is the first time that a female actually told me that I was abusive, like verbally abusive. So, and I don't take that as a because my aunt went through a situation, right? So that right there, like I'm on man. You not about to accuse me of shit. You feel me? That's too close to motherfucker been in the courtroom for some shit that a bitch said that I allegedly did. You get what I'm saying? It's to me in my mind. You know, we not like real rap. Like I'm not about to be dealing with this shit. You feel me? What did I say earlier? What did I say? Jezebel. I'm not to be dealing with this Jezebel. You get me? Like you can't even get right off of Life. You know the movie with Eddie Murphy and Martin. Life. She's the female can't get right. So
hmm
I just think it just came out like I said. What I said it came out the crack of her ass. It wasn't like any rhyme or reason to it. It just came out the crack of her ass. You get what I'm saying? And I was just giving an example of my expectation. Like how dare you talking about growing together and moving together and as one, and I don't want to say being that power couple because that's that cliche shit, but you get what I'm saying. Like
right, a,
again, I stand
a
by
teammate, a partner, right?
if I go out, I'm representing you. When you step out, you representing me. So you mean to tell me you go out here and you can't spell a 4-letter word correctly, a 6-letter word correctly out this bitch? Like no, I'm not. I don't fuck. I don't associate with dumb broads. You get me? So I don't think that had anything to do with the quote unquote verbal abuse. And as far as like I said, the childhood, like never even got that far to expose some things. You get what I'm saying? So I
Right.
don't think that was it either. I just think that broad was batshit crazy. Let's just say that. At least she was
Oh,
batshit crazy. You feel me? Because anytime you step out of line and want to talk about my aunts, you got me fucked up. You feel me?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, beyond it. But I mean, am I toxic in that situation though? Cause I decided to leave. You feel me? Cause she could be looking at
I
like,
don't.
yo, he ain't shit because he just left me because I said that he was abusive. You feel me? In her mind, I may be toxic. Like, why did he do that? Why did we come this far and then he just left because I said he was abusive? You get what I'm saying? It's
Did
literally
you did you explain to her like?
I snapped. What you mean did I explain? I told her I fucking snapped. When she said that shit, I said, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. I'm done. I'm
I
done.
think I
Now,
think I think that was toxic. I don't think you had to call her out her name or
after
cuss
she said
her
I was
out or
abusive,
that.
let's get into
I
it.
don't
Let's get into it.
I don't think you had to go that far. I
Okay.
think you know what I mean. I think you could have just been like, I was actually, I would have explained to her in a comment like, look, this is what I was trying to do, but since you feel like I'm abusive, I don't want to be looked at in this situation that way, and I don't want to come off that way to you. And since that's how you feel, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. But I don't think you had to snap and get out of your character of who you are because it sounds to me like you're composed, you're calm, you know how to communicate intelligently and not have just get out of your character. So if I were you, to me, you gave her some validation that you might be a little crazy with you snapping like that. You know what I
No,
mean?
no. Hell to the no. Hey, this is months. You hear me? This is months, damn near years. Do you hear me? Dealing with this shit. So, no, it's not no. When you say some shit like that, that's the utmost. That's like somebody, it's not, but it's like somebody spitting in your face, right? I've never
Hmm.
abused you a day in my life. I don't talk about your weight. I don't talk about your hair length. I don't talk about your lack of edges. I don't talk about
Oh
none
my
of that
God!
shit. Listen, I don't
Like,
talk about none of that. That's
well, like your
abuse.
business.
Listen, I don't talk about none of that. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm not talking about any of that, and then out of the side of your neck, you pull that I'm verbally abusive. You telling me I should be calm, cool, and collected after all of this?
I mean, I just think that you're a man and you're a king, and you don't have to get out of character just because some girl wants to try to throw. stones because of her insecurities, because you're trying to better her and she can't take the constructive criticism. I don't think you need to stoop to her level, because you know what? I feel like when you do that, you are giving her some satisfaction and some validation to what she's trying to say about you. You know, you get what I'm saying? So I would just keep that in mind. When that'll be like somebody saying, you know what I'm saying, anything about you and you spaz the fuck out. Like, so you
No,
shouldn't let somebody dictate
no, that's
your
totally
your
different.
mood.
Listen to me. I told you this was months, years. You hear me?
Years.
Yes, this is it wasn't years, but maybe a year and some change. You get me?
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
this is communication. And me laying foundation. I was talking to my cousin about this early. When I'm dealing with a chick, especially at my age, right? Even before my age, I'm dealing with a chick. I'm talking about laying foundation. If we don't have the foundation straight within the relationship, whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna crumble. We not gonna make it any goddamn way. So the foundation was based around communication. And if the communication never got the communication, let's be clear. The first
Uh-huh.
few months of communication was good. And mind you, I was gonna talk about this whole situation on my other channel, but let's get into this shit. Let's get into this because I don't think you
Okay,
understand
well
it.
let's get into
And
it.
I don't think you understand where I'm coming from. This wasn't just a pickup chick overnight and then like she just got me out of no. There's been plenty of times I would just hang up on her because I ain't got time for this shit, or I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Literally in that moment, I was standing right over here. It was a conversation. And I was like, yo, why the fuck you? I'm this type. Why the fuck you keep calling me, bro? You get why the fuck you keep calling me on whatever? Like this shit is done. Like I ain't got shit else to say to you, type shit. And
Uh-huh.
then you just get on my nerves when you do that. Do what? And then she be like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel that you fit not physically, verbally abusive. You get what I'm saying? Like what? And then that's when I snap off. You get what I'm saying? So mind
Mhm.
you, all the communication that was fragmented, that was broken up, we never got to a calm and a cool understanding of what's going on. And mind you, in the midst of this, you run into your sisters, you run into whoever that want to listen, talking about what the hell going on over here. You get me? And mind you, anytime I mention her ex, she spazzes the fuck out. She goes crazy. You get me? Now, mind you, all my fellas out there, you dealing with a female, all my kings out there, you dealing with a female, and she tell you about her ex. You believe half of it. I'm telling you these are facts because she's telling you her side of the story. And this is the same
Okay.
thing. This is the same thing that I carried over with her, right? She's telling
Uh-huh.
me this. And she's saying that he was this, he was that, da 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 da. But as soon as I mention his name, because I would tell her, like, yo, no wonder he done what the fuck he done to you. Look at you. Look how you acted. You feel me? So maybe you may say that's toxic or maybe that's verbal abuse, but I'm done with you at that point. When I see you acting this way and I can see why he would go out and cheat on you. I can see why he would go out and straight dog you. You get me? And she had insecurities. She had insecurities, and she told me that he pointed them out always, all the time. I came into the situation, and I corrected one of those insecurities. I let her know on rip, like, what the hell is you talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with such and such, right? I'm not gonna call out the body part, but ain't nothing wrong with it. You get what I'm saying? Real man, 100% man. I'm saying through this relationship, she couldn't get right. She could not get right. I'm trying to lay the blueprint. I'm trying to lay the foundation down. She could not get right. We couldn't even get past the foundation. That's what I'm saying. So when we having a conversation, off and on, you feel me? Off and on, she slipped or she let it be known. Like I said, she really never had any points to where why the hell should we continue this shit? You get me? She continued to want to be with me. Why? So when I say that conversation happened, bro, I didn't call it off with her a few times, but I care enough to pick up the phone and hear her out. You get what I'm saying? So now at this point, and mind you, this is after the fact that she said what she said about my aunt. You get me? This may have been, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks after what she said about my aunt. Because after that, I ain't
Uh-huh.
had shit to say to her. I snapped on her ass when she said about my aunt. And you may feel that I should have never snapped on that. You're not about to be talking about my aunts and you know nothing about my aunts. You get what I'm saying? So, being that she
Right.
said that, she fixed her mouth about that. Now, mind you, she done told me about her mother. She done told me about her sisters, both of her sisters. And I didn't mention none of that. I didn't mention how no good neither one of them bitches was, type shit. You feel me? I'm not saying that they no good. But I didn't throw that at you. But you decide you want to throw something about my aunts. Now, mind you, she loved one of my aunts, right? One of my aunts do YouTube. She love her. right? She
Mhm.
love what she do. But you want to sit here and call my aunts something that's not gonna fly. You get what I'm saying? That's not gonna fly because my aunts are the woman that's in my life. You feel me? Because I lost my mother, so my aunts is the next best thing. You know what I mean? Besides my grandmother. So you not about to just think you're gonna disrespect them, whether they hear it or know it or not. You get what I'm saying? So when you
Right.
say that in the midst of this conversation and this conversation, this conversation, then we get on this conversation, and then you say that shit because you can't. That's the first thing that pop in your head, and you don't validate that with like, yo, no, because you always doing this, or you always saying this, or you always do. She had nothing. She just said it. Like I said, she pulled it out the crack of her ass and the crack of her neck. So with that, fuck you, bitch. Get off my line. Don't call me no fucking more. Since I'm abusive, don't contact me no more. What are we talking about right now? I don't want to see you. Don't hit me up no more. So you telling me that my spaz out isn't validated over the course of that bullshit. Now, of course, I didn't break down their entire relationship, but you should have a proper idea, right? You should have an idea of where I'm coming from with this chicken head.
Can you time out for a second?
What happened? Oh yeah, cause your audio was fucking up too. But either or, y'all let me know what y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, y'all. Am I wrong? You can tell me I'm wrong, but I don't give a damn. King shit only. You hear me? King shit only, bro. If she sit here, if she gonna accuse me of being abusive, next thing you know, she gonna accuse me of being physically abusive. Next thing you know, she gonna accuse me of something much more fucking serious. Like, I ain't got no time for that, bitch. I give you back to the streets. You hear me? I give you back to the streets before I deal with the bullshit. Let's be clear, right? And this ain't no relationship. Well, somewhat is as far as the podcast is concerned, but am I toxic? You feel me? I'm waiting on her to get back to let me know after what I told her. Like, bro, you still saying that I could have reacted? You can't tell somebody how to react when the disrespect comes. You feel me? You can't give me this action and dictate what my reaction is gonna be. No, because I was dealing with this situation for a minute. You get me? And then you just come out your mouth. That's just like you dealing with your significant other, and you done your part. You always do what you do. You opening the doors for her, you pumping the gas, you standing on the right side of the street, you making sure she got her nails did, her hair did, even making sure she got some edges some goddamn where. You feel me? You doing your part. And then she just come out of nowhere and say that you don't never treat me like a lady. You don't never pull my chair out for me, or you don't never do. Every time we go out, I do that. Every time we in public, I do that. Even when we at the crib, I'm pulling out the damn chair so you can sit at the kitchen table. Ain't nobody to see. That's just the chivalry in me. You get me? But then she just come out of nowhere and say that you don't do it. You get me? So that's why it hit me a certain type of way. But and my aunts, they are the main woman in my life. So being that they the main woman in my life, you're not about to just talk any kind of way about them or call them out their names when you don't even know them. Now, mind you, after this situation, I think I mentioned this earlier, it was like maybe a month later or 2 weeks later, whatever. Now in a conversation in which we're not really together. We're not together whatsoever. I'm not dealing with her because I'm done with her. She's crazy at this point in my eyes. I'm like, I'm not about to deal with this shit. And now she comes out and she say that I'm verbally abusive. You get what I'm saying? After all of that, now she comes to, because I didn't fully in detail explain every goddamn thing. You feel me? Because my whole point, just to finish off this, my whole point is through the quote unquote relationship, I was the one giving, sacrificing. You get me? So if you saying you was doing this, okay, I'm not gonna jump off the handle his and be like, you lying bitch. I ain't gonna say no shit like that. I'm gonna just sit back and be like, okay, maybe this is what was going on, right? Not saying that she was here when she's supposed to have been here. I'm just saying as far as communication. So if you not telling me that you got class, and then when you hit me up whenever, and now you telling me that you had class or you fell asleep because you had class or you went to work or whatever the situation is like that, that's what I mean as far as fragmented communication. You not communicating with me. So how the fuck, how am I supposed to build a foundation with you for a relationship? You get me? Now, mind you, before you get your point off, she talking about she wifey and all that shit. I'm talking about the motherfucker that picked out an engagement ring and everything. Do you hear me?
Oh wow.
So that right there can
It
give
was
you.
real, huh?
Listen, that can give you no. We talking about a crazy one. This is I'm talking about as far as this is the level in which it was, and I'm telling you, not you but her. The communication is not there. I need the communication. And then I sat back some nights like, yo, damn, I sound like a bitch. You feel me? But I'm on my
Oh
king
wow.
shit. No, because like on some real shit, this is why niggas do what they do. Because now we getting deep into this toxic shit. Because when I sit here and tell you, and I'm listening to what's going on, I know where the relationship lies, and I'm telling you, this is what I need from you. I need communication, and you don't
Right.
give that communication back. I'm looking like a bitch. You get me? As a man, but I'm being vulnerable with you, and I'm letting you know that. So when you don't reciprocate and communicate and do what you're supposed to do on your end, I'm like, fuck it. You get what I'm saying? So in the midst of all of that, in the midst of all of that energy, you come out the side of your neck and you say that I'm verbally abusive.
Hmm.
So I asked you, remember earlier, you was like, yo, she just maybe wanted that reaction out of you. How? When you want, this motherfucker, you sending me a picture of a damn engagement ring. What? And mind you, plenty of times I called the young lady crazy. Plenty of times I like, yo, you crazy. There's something wrong with you, bruh. Like, there's something wrong with you.
I don't know.
See?
That's crazy.
No comments.
I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, sounds to me like you said, Shorty was doing too much. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one.
That's what
I
I'm
still
saying.
think, huh?
Okay. Go
I
ahead.
was
You want
gonna
me to
say
go?
I still think that I feel what you're saying about the girl, but I feel like you gotta work on your delivery. I'm still with you on the delivery part,
Based
and I feel like
on what? Delivering what though?
just the way you respond to the female, with the situation, I still think you got to work on your delivery as far as that being said. I know you said it was months of you trying to, you know, get this female together or whatever on the situation, get the communication together or whatever. And I don't think that makes you acting like a bitch because you said you felt like you was acting like a bitch because you felt like the communication was lacking on her end. That
No,
doesn't make you
no.
what?
As a man, it does. As a man, because that's what females say. But if I know this right here has the potential to be a match made in heaven, you get me? And I'm telling you, the only thing that need to be fixed is our fucking communication. And then I find out that your communication is to your sisters and to the whole ass friends that you deal with. You get me? So now when you come
Uh-huh.
back to me, I don't want to hear what you got to say. And in response to you saying that I still need to watch my delivery, this is after the fact she called my aunts out of their names. I'm supposed to still no.
Oh, wait. I
Yes.
didn't hear that
See?
part.
There
She
you
called
go.
your aunt up.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said, whoa. I didn't hear that part. You said she called your aunt out their name.
Yes. And that
Mm.
night when she done that, I snapped on her. So like I said, a month later, or maybe 2, 3 weeks later, she called me back with the same old bullshit. What you doing, babe? That type of energy. You get me? I'm like, bro, why the fuck are you calling me? You get me now where the energy is at? So then when you
Right.
wanna, because I've been dealing with her for months. So now in this conversation, I'm standing right here in the hallway. Now you come out the side of your neck or out the crack of your ass and you say that I'm verbally abusive. How? When all I wanted you to do was communicate. Let me know what time is this and when we doing this or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Communicate. And as far as me being me looking at it as if I'm a bitch because I got a cousin, excuse me, and niggas out here, women come a dime a dozen. Be clear about that. They come a dime a dozen.
True.
But as a king sitting on a throne, I don't want all these bitches. All I need is one main one that know what the hell she doing. That know how to represent me when she step out the house. You get what I'm saying? So if I see
Right.
that in you, I don't understand how I'm being verbally abusive. You get what I'm saying? And the only time that I did disrespect her in any kind of way is because she disrespected me. You get me? You get to the point, well, excuse me. The main time I snapped was when she said that about my aunt. Like, I literally snapped. I was like, fuck you, bitch. Go to hell. I don't give a fuck. No fucks about you. Get the fuck off my line. Blocked. You get what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah, I
contact me.
get
I don't
you.
want to see you. You get me? That's when I snapped the fuck off. So when she said I was verbally abusive, that was more of I'm done. I'm completely done. That means no more answering phone calls, none of that. You get what I'm saying? That's where I was at
Mhm.
with that. So that wasn't
Right.
shit. That was nothing compared to when she said something about my aunts. You get me? I spazzed the fuck out when
Okay.
she
Yeah.
said that.
So you're saying she initiated the bullshit. She was toxic to you first, basically. She was bringing the bullshit to you first.
I mean, yeah, like you look at it now. I'm not innocent on any accounts. You get me? But
Right.
if I'm constantly telling, that's just like you and I'm sitting here telling you, like, look, I feel that our communication is not as tight as it should be. You feel me? Let's work on the communication. I believe we good. We're gonna be good from there. And you don't take any initiative to fix the communication. You get what I'm saying? You don't take any
Mhm.
initiative. But yet when I go ghost on you and I don't say a damn thing to you, you want to pop back up like ain't nothing happened. Like I ain't spoke to you in weeks. I ain't spoke to you in months. Like literally, I think it was like 2 months that like during this pandemic shit went without saying shit to her. You get me? And then you pop back up just like it won't nothing. Like that homie that you got from when you was growing up, when you was little. You know, y'all ain't seen each other in years, and then soon you link up, everything is back cool. Like you never missed a
Right.
date. You get me? Like
Right.
I believe something was mentally wrong with her.
I
But
was gonna say I think that's kind of toxic. Maybe she liked that type of shit.
and that's another thing too. But I couldn't bring myself to that point because I used to do that when I was younger. I'm talking about 15, 16, because I got my
Right.
heart broken for the first time when I was 15. Right? So my 16, 17, 18 years, I was wilding because I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. I got my heart broken by this woman, and at that point, I said, okay, I'm just about to play with these bitches. You get me? I wouldn't have
Mhm.
gave a damn if I'm talking to this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. I don't give a damn about the communication with you. Cause this is too much work already. Communicating with her, making sure she's straight, making sure you get it's already too much goddamn work. So I don't give a damn about the communication. You ain't gotta say shit to me. We ain't gotta fix nothing. You get what I'm saying? No, it's the simple fact that I'm to an age, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not about to be out here playing no fucking games. I got a legacy to maintain and I have a kingdom to build. Like I said, shout out to all my kings out there and queens. I got a kingdom to build, so why would I continue to waste time with a person like this? And then when I ask you your reason behind things, you say that I'm verbally abusive. And what I got, like, I have no receipts or what that's what they call them,
Did
right?
she
Receipts.
did
I have
okay? So when she told you that you was verbally abusive, did she have any
nope,
evidence, any
nope. She
receipts,
didn't.
anything to
Nothing.
back that up?
Nothing. But I did know
Nothing.
that she was talking to her friends and talking to her sisters. You get me? Both her sisters when they first see me, oh, he's sexy as hell. You feel me? The females, I started calling him a bitch. I'm trying to ease up off the bitch word. Talking about
Please,
damn,
please do.
damn, is his locks real? What? You feel me? And I be joking like, bro, my locks, my hair is real. You get me? Like I
Right.
burn it. I burn the edges if you wanna, and you smell it. But it's like real rap because you could tell. But my only thing was, and I didn't have any evidence of it, is that she was talking about what the hell was going on within whatever the hell we got going on to outside parties. When the issue was, you wasn't bringing that communication inside the party. You get me? Inside whatever the hell we had going on, you wasn't bringing it here. Instead, you went out there to discuss it. So now they looking at your
Right. I don't
stupid
like
ass some
that.
type of way. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. They looking at you some kind of way, and they looking at me some kind of way. Whether it's a good way or a bad way. And they probably just calling you stupid. Like, ain't no damn way I'm gonna be out here talking about my man got them in these streets. You get me? And
Hmm.
that, bro, that ain't even know, bro. I don't
I
even
think you
wanna.
know what I think. All females have been guilty of that. I know I have been guilty of that too. Wanting to talk to my friends about it versus talking to my man about it. And I think that that's when the breakdown of communication starts. You want to go seek outside people instead of looking into your relationship and talking to the person that you're having the whole relationship with.
Let me
So
ask you this though: would you do that if your man is telling you, talk to me, communicate with me. If he's
No,
telling you that,
no,
that's my point. You get me?
no,
So
no.
maybe I am
I think
toxic.
a lot of times that I did do that, I felt like I couldn't talk to him, or he wasn't listening, or I felt like I wasn't being heard. So then I would be like, okay, let me call my homegirl and see, like, am I tripping, or you know what I mean?
But he
Because
didn't
he's
ask you
not
that though,
hearing
did he?
me, huh?
He didn't ask you in that scenario, right? He didn't ask
No,
you like,
no, he
yo, talk to
didn't.
me. He was
No,
just on some other shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
right.
So that's what I meant as far as acting like a bitch as far as talking about communication because I'm on a different level, bro. I don't have time to be out here chasing none of these squirrels, none of that shit. I got a legacy in the kingdom to maintain, and if you want to be a part of that, you got to play your part. You got to play your part. So why the fuck would I be out here diving for this bitch and that bitch and that? Why? When I already know it's gonna be a hard enough issue to be dealing with one or two of you. You get what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
and I'm not even gonna say something, but she wanted me to tattoo her name on me,
Ah,
right? Yeah,
oh, she
and
crazy.
shit, you don't know the whole part. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the whole part,
She
but
can't. She can't even communicate with you properly, but wants you to tattoo.
no, this was like early on type shit. You feel me? Early on. You feel me?
Mhm.
Early on in it. So you know what I mean? But and man, fuck it. See, fuck it, man. My last birthday. You hear me? My last birthday. That was supposedly her gift to me.
Was getting
Yeah,
your name tattooed on her.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So no, so now you have true parameters of how deep this shit was and how far I came, and I had to get the. If anything, the bitch was verbally abusive me. If anything, no, I'm saying because at first you thought it was just some random chick, right? Now that I done
Hmm.
got fully in detail about this shit, now you rethinking some shit, right? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I said, at the end of the day, bro, my situation is different from any other dude, right? I had to raise my brother since they was 8 years old, so I knew
Right.
right then and there I had no time for games. I can't be out here a loose cannon like you niggas. I couldn't do that. You get me? So I had to mature at an early age. So now that I'm at this point that yo, I just need my queen to sit on the throne with me, or my two queens, either or. I just need that. And if I'm telling you how we can achieve that, and you decide you want to not communicate with me, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do what I tell you to do, and you want to go talk to whoever, then there's an issue. Now you want to come back to me and tell me that I'm verbally abusive. You get me? So I don't know, y'all. Some of y'all might say I'm the toxic one.
Well,
I,
what I was gonna ask you is do all of your relationships, have they all been kind of like the same similar situation? Do they all end the
no,
same? No.
no, hell no. Hell no. My very first, we're not gonna get into that, but my very first relationship, that that chick was crazy. Do you hear me? Crazy. Now I will say this. It do seem like I attract
That's what I was getting to.
a
That's
bunch
what
of
I was getting
crazy,
to.
yes, a bunch of crazy, and I'm attracted to the crazy ones.
See, that's what I was getting to, cause I feel like I kind of have that same issue, is that each person is different, of course, and each issue with
Yeah.
that person is different, but it all kind of comes down to the same type of thing. So sometimes I start to think to myself, like, what inside of me is attracting this? Because they say, law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I continue to attract the same type of individuals? It makes me want to look inside me, like, what could I do differently? You know what I mean?
It's
To
it's
attract what
it's
I
not
want
though.
to attract.
It's
You know
not
what I
though
mean?
because when you attract a broken dude, right? Or
Right.
a crazy
Yes.
motherfucker. No, you're at peace. Opposites attract. You see, opposites attract. So you got your shit together. You looking for your king. I'm looking for my queen. So of course I'm gonna attract some broken down trash, and you gonna attract some broken down dog. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just how it is. Like think about what I'm saying though. They say opposites attract. You get what I'm saying? So if you got your shit together and you hold with self, of course that's what you're gonna attract. You get what I'm
But at
saying?
some
Because
point,
because
but
you
at
have the
some
you have
point,
the energy, you have the energy and the peace to deal with it. You get me? So if you can deal with it and break whatever damage they got going on into the point in which they ready to fix themselves to better y'all relationship, then you can move forward. But if they don't do that, eventually you just move the fuck on, like fuck you bitch and fuck you nigga. You get what I'm saying? On some shit like that. So no, I think is, I mean, I'm not mad that I attract that type of energy because I
I
know,
ain't gonna lie, I'm mad.
but I know
I'm
what I bring
mad.
to it though. Long as you know what you bring to the relationship and you're not always innocent. You get me? That's why I say I wasn't always innocent. You get what I'm saying? So if I know we had a date to do whatever, and my black ass was stuck at home playing NBA 2K, and I'm guilty because like my bad, yo, I had to finish this event and I had to get some videos for my YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Some shit like that. If I know I done that, yeah, I'm guilty, and you got to know how to admit that shit. That's what I learned within the last maybe 3 years. I learned that, yo, okay, it's all right for you to fuck up, and when you do fuck up, you got to man up to it. You get me? So when I am doing that, and I done got to a higher level of doing that, and then I get this shit just slap back into my face, or you pissing in my face with this shit. I'm showing you that I'm here for you and only for you type shit. I'm admitting to my wrongs. You feel me? On some real man shit. You get me? And then you moving the way you moving. I got an issue with that. Then you want to fix your lip and disrespect my family members when they ain't done shit to you. You get me? They ain't done a damn thing to you. Then you want to come around and say I'm abusive. I gotta let it
Yeah.
go. You get me? I gotta let it go. Cause her whole thing was, like I said, crazy. You think you just about to keep on coming back and forth. Hey babe, what you doing? Like the couples fight. Like no shit. I know that. That's why the fuck I keep entertaining this shit. Because I'm put it like this. Without me in my last relationship, the shit wouldn't have went past 7 months. Are you hearing me? You get me?
Mhm.
So her side, she may be saying that I'm toxic. My retort to that would be, how? When? I didn't tell you to go get my name tattooed on you. You done that. You get
Mhm.
me? Because if you would have listened to me, I'm automatically tell you get a tramp stamp. I want to see what I a tramp stamp.
What?
That's my that's I mean shit. If you leave me or we ain't together, and then you go dealing with a dude, if he got you from the back, he gonna realize you gonna see DEDRICK, bitch. You see what I'm saying? So you didn't ask me, so you put it where you want to put it at. You get what I'm saying? But
You ain't got no shit.
I know, I'm a fool. I know that, but like I said, man, to all my brothers out there, bro, all my kings out there, keep pushing, cause this shit, I don't feel no type of way about it, and I did not plan on getting on this podcast and actually unraveling shit like that as far as relationship. This content right here will be on my Dedrick channel. I may upload this podcast to both channels, bro. Fuck it, let's be clear. You feel me? Because I already went too deep into it anyway. I don't give a damn, but you get what I'm saying. But because we was on toxicity,
Right.
and my whole point, because I believe it plays it. What you think? You think that whole situation, like, who's toxic? Because of course you get in my side of the story.
Exactly. And just like you said, there's two sides to a story. When a female's telling you about her ex nigga, same thing. When a nigga's telling you about his ex bitch, it's two sides to every. Well, actually, it's three sides. Yours, his, and the fucking truth. So,
Yeah.
you know what
Okay.
I'm
She would
saying?
get me to
If
the
I
point.
if I had to weigh in on this shit, if I had to weigh on this shit, I'm gonna say
Let me give you an alley oop. Let me give you an alley oop because I know you wanted to get up on this point. If I get to a point that I'm fed up, you doing this, and I'm telling you I don't like it, and you continue doing it, right? And I break it off whenever I do it, right? And I tell you, look, I see why your ex done you the way he done you.
that
I,
that
I
that
see.
I feel
No,
like that's
this is the alley.
unnecessary.
Listen, this is the alley oop. I'm giving it to you. I don't believe that's too far because I mentioned that I probably mentioned that dude maybe 3 times throughout the months that we was talking, and each time she spazzed the fuck out. To me, she's still in love with him, still in love with him. After all
Or
that abuse, just like you said, she may be attracted to the abuse. After all that abuse that you claim you got from him, So the mention of his name, it just you just spazzed the fuck out. Now, mind you, the bitch sister seen this nigga, had a whole full blown conversation with this nigga, and I think gave the number to her or some shit went down. You get what I'm saying? Some shit went down, and I'm on some shit like, well, damn. And she at that point she was pissed off with her sister and all this other shit. I ain't trying to put her business all the way out there, but we talking, right? You pissed all off about your sister talking to him when you know how he done you dirty. And she whining to me and she complaining to me. I'm like, yo, don't even worry about that. And I'm a full grown man. I'm not about to tell you like, fuck your sister. She on some shit. She said, no. I said, at the end of the day, that's your sister. So y'all gonna have to get over that shit. You know that's your sister. I'm all man. Don't get it twisted. You get what I'm saying? But this is the same dude that if she didn't put me to the point that, yo, what am I doing? Every single situation. I've told her this, she don't do it. Right? It ain't like I'm telling her to go, like I'm trying to control the motherfucker. It's simple shit. Like, bro, either or. Like I said, anytime I mention his fucking name, she snaps. And it ain't gotta be in the sense of what I said. Like as far as, oh, I see why he done you wrong. That's when that come out when she said something about my aunt. You get me? Or when she said I'm mentally abusive. You get me? Or verbally abusive, right? Let's just say abusive from here on out, right? When she said that, that's when when my ultimate disrespect come out. That's when I bring that card up. You get me? Because the truth hurts like a motherfucker, and that's why, excuse me, she snapped the fuck off because she wasn't completely over him. Let's be clear. I know that I've been dealing with females for a long time. She wasn't over him. So with that being said, you say I was wrong, right? I was wrong for saying that.
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
I couldn't hear you say that again.
No, I'm asking you. Saying I was wrong for doing that because I did go in a little bit further because I said that her sister seen him at a store and they had a full blown conversation, and then she came to me telling me because she was mad at her sister. She said, "Fuck that bitch! I ain't talking to her and all this other shit." And I'm just being damn near the shoulder that she can cry on. But I'm also man enough to realize, like, bro, I'm not about to get in between two sisters fighting. You get me? Because at the end of the day, that's your fucking sister. That's basic shit. You feel me? That's basic shit. I'm not about to get into that. If anything, I'm telling her, I'm convincing her, like, nah, you just need to talk to her. You get me? I'm that type of man. You need to talk to her. That's me. That's my position. You get me? So maybe most of y'all might be like, yeah, just like she said, most of y'all might be like, yeah, I would have never done that as far as telling her that's why he done this. No, because the truth hurt.
Right. Because that's one thing
hurt.
That's one thing I don't like. Like if I share with my man, like, okay, look, I was in a situation where I was abused, or if I was in a situation and I went through this, and then me and you have a disagreement or argument or whatever the fuck we got going on, and the first thing you say to me is, that's why that nigga did that to you, or that's why I see why he treated you that way. That to me, I'm cool on you because I literally decided to open up, be vulnerable with you, share a part of me with you, and you really just took that and used it against me. So therefore, it's going to make me not want to share with you nothing at all. You know what I mean? And I've had that happen in past relationships where I've been like, I went through this, and as soon as me and the nigga get into it, oh yeah, that's why the nigga slapped your ass. Like, don't do that.
Nah, see, you equating what I just said to your personals. I understand it completely, but
right, because we're talking
after
about
she
something
disrespect
that you
me,
went through personally.
No. But I'm saying you said it's the first thing. This was not the first thing that I said to her. I hang up on the bitch before I get into it with her. I'm not about to fuss with you, especially when in my head I'm done with you. You get what I'm saying? But when you get to the point where you want to disrespect my family members that you never met, you get me? You never met, and you love one of them.
You're saying she crossed.
I don't give a fuck what come up. Didn't I tell you earlier what I say? No filter. I don't give a fuck what come out my mouth now. And I know you sensitive about that nigga. Why? Because I know that you still got feelings for that nigga. You still love him.
Just because
with my name on you and everything.
About a subject.
No, she didn't say anything about physical. She didn't say anything about physical. She didn't say anything about physical. She just said the nigga cheated on her, and was talking about her weight. He was mad because she gained weight and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, no. If that nigga treated you like that, and I come into your life, and I'm treating you the complete opposite, I'm telling you, yo, your nose is perfect. You sit here telling me I hate my nose, I got a big nose, I need to get surgery on my nose. Fuck that. I'm telling you, yo, you perfect how you are. That's the type of man that I am. So you telling me
Hold on,
anytime this
hold on. I understand that. So say you're doing all that, but the minute we get into an argument,
no,
you
no.
spaz out
This has been
and
12 plus months. This is you not understanding. This is a full blown relationship. Full blown relationship. So when we get into it, that's not the first thing. Like I said, you go into your personal issues. That's not the first thing. You get what I'm saying? That's not the first thing that I go to. Because if anything, I'm gonna hang up on you. Cause that's what I tell her all the time. Anytime we get into it, I'm gonna walk away. I'm going down the street. I'm doing whatever. I'm not about to be sitting here arguing with you about some stupid shit. But when you decide you wanna take the ultimate disrespect and call my aunts trifling or whatever you wanna say about my aunts, bitch, I gotta let you have it. I gotta give you the whole clip. I gotta let you see yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because as a man, I'm biting my tongue. That's what you not understanding. You thinking that the first thing that, as soon as we get in a disagreement, I'm about to goddamn snap off on her with some shit that I'm holding. Like, no, I'm not holding this. I just listen. I listen to this. I listen to this person the entire time. I'm a full man. I listen. I can't communicate with her if I'm not listening to her. You get me? I listen. So I'm hearing everything. I remember every goddamn thing. So when you not listening in return, now when we get into it and you want to be disrespectful, what am I supposed to not be disrespectful to you, especially when you talking about my aunts? No, you got me fucked up. And it's not the first thing that I go to. I say, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck whether you live or die, bitch. Get off my line, bitch. Now I see why old boy did what the fuck he done to you, bitch. You get what I'm saying? And then it may go on for a little bit more, and then I hang up on the bitch and I block the number. You get what I'm saying? I'm not about to be going back and forth throwing that at her, because at the end of the day, as a man, you know that's her sweet spot. And you say that that don't mean anything. I believe the bitch was still in love with him. That's just what it is. And it ain't got shit to do with me, because I don't give a fuck one way or another.
right.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, she just, I don't know, man. What you thinking?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, with her getting out of line and not wanting to communicate. It seems to me like she was, it seems to me, honestly, I feel like both of y'all were kind of toxic to each other in the situation. I wouldn't say it was just all her or all you. I feel like, yes, she might have initiated it, and it sounds to me like you were trying to bring her from that, but I feel like you let her draw you into some toxic behaviors. Does that make sense?
Yeah, cause me retaliating, me having a
Exactly.
reaction to what she said. But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, I
And
could
I feel like,
I could take
man,
that.
I feel like we've all done that. I've I've done that myself, like trying to be a communicator, try to do shit the right way, but I let a motherfucker just bring me to that point where I'm like, you know what, motherfucker, fuck you too, and just getting out of character and becoming toxic as well. And but I mean, I commend you for at least ending it and not, you know what I'm saying, carrying on with that toxic relationship, because nobody really needs that in life, and it's really unhealthy.
Yeah, I
So do
mean,
you? Go ahead.
but as I said earlier, I'm seeing her with my name tatted on her. So I'm thinking, okay, in her mind, it's serious. You get me?
Yeah, of course.
The
It would
only
have to
name
be.
tatted on her. So why you
Right.
not acting like it then? You get me? That was always my argument. Why you not
Right.
acting like it then? You get me? So, and I don't believe, let's be clear, I don't believe she was messing around on me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I just
Right.
don't think she knew how to communicate the way I was expecting her to and asking her
Mhm.
to.
But you know what? I feel like not everybody knows how to communicate the same. I found that out within myself that what I'm saying, I've had a man try to communicate to me, and I didn't know how to communicate the same way he did.
Yeah. All right, y'all. What y'all think, man? We didn't got into my full blown past relationships and shit, man. I'm gonna upload this to my twin channel and I'm gonna upload it to my Dedrick channel. Now, if you on my twin channel and you watching this on my Dedrick channel, no holds bar. I talk about everything. I don't give a damn on that channel. You get me? Everything. You feel me? Of course, I stay away from some situations, but as far as it concerning to me, I'm talking about it. And more reactions be on that channel. I be doing vlogs over there. I be over there. I be on my shit over there. You feel me? Trying to get that channel up and running.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But to finish off, because you was like, we was both toxic. That's the thing. I'm not going around. I guess that's the difference between me and a bunch of these no good ass niggas out here. Because I recognize there's a bunch of no good ass niggas out here. I'm not gonna call them men. I won't give them that title. I'm not going around and wanting to disrespect my significant other. You get? I'm not built that way. You get me? But if I don't put in this much damn time dealing with you, and then you decide you want to disrespect me because you
That's
know I got a temper. You know I got a temper, and you know how I am, and you decide you want to talk about some shit that you know nothing about. You want to speak ill of my aunts as if you know them. You know you gonna
yeah.
get
See,
that type
that's
of you know you gonna
yeah.
get that type of reaction out of me, and it's and that one time thing, that two times thing, or that three times thing. As far as me mentioning her ex, I had validation from it. I'm not saying okay. You say it's toxic. A lot of females may say it's toxic. Some fellas may say it's toxic, but understand if I'm already telling her from jump that you are still in love with this fuck nigga. You get me? And that's my fault for not recognizing that. If this is true, what she telling me about the abuse, then that means she's in love with the abuse. Like a lot of people that a lot of relationships that have domestic relationships and they're physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, whatever. They love it. That goes back to what Miss LA was referring to earlier. That's what they know. They adapted to it, so that's what they know. And that may
Uh
be the
huh.
situation with her. She may just been adapted to that. She may have wanted me to call her a fat ass. She
Yeah.
may have
Yeah.
wanted me to call
Uh
her
huh.
big nose. She may have
I
wanted me to
I
call
feel
her.
like some females will sometimes even bring it out of a good man
That's what
because
I'm.
they will try to push you, and
Preach.
and the same thing with men. They will try to push that out of you until you become out of a character, and that's why I say I commend you, even though you had a moment where you stepped out of character. You ended it like, okay, this is not for me. Especially when she started calling you an abuser. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that was the final
that's
right
that's
there.
the last straw right there, you know.
Actually, my aunt was the final. When she was referring to my aunts, that was the final straw. And then she called. She heard about me dealing with other bitches and all this other shit. Somebody must have told her I had a child on the way or some shit. That was that conversation. And that's when she talking about. I said, yo, what the fuck do we got to say to each other? That's how that went. And she talking about, well, I just figured you was, I don't know, but you was verbally abusive. Like, bitch, what? And that's all I was like, okay, since I'm verbally abusive, get the fuck off my phone. Don't call me anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. Click up. You get me? That's it. Get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
the last line when I was done with it was the whole situation with my aunt, cause that's when I blacked the fuck out. You get me? I blacked out on that situation, but again, I think that's a good ending point as far as with her, cause I was not meaning to go into my full blown past relationship, but maybe it's good
It
content.
happens.
Yeah, maybe it's good content, but I
Okay,
don't
sorry.
go going into the whole I don't go in relationships looking to be toxic. You feel me? So if y'all do
Exactly.
feel that
Exactly.
I was toxic in that situation, then okay, I take that. I take that on the chin. But that's never my like. I got too much. I got too much shit to do. You feel me? I'm a black man in America, so my legacy I have to build that bitch from the mud. From the mud. I got too much to deal with. So why? What time do I have to be toxic? To be dealing
Hmm.
with her, telling her that I'm only with her, she's the only one for me, and go tell another female the same thing without them knowing about each other. You get me? I'm on a different type of time. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all know about each other. Let's be clear. Let's be
Might as
clear.
well.
That's what I'm saying. So then we could just go from there. But no, like in that, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not one of those dudes. I've never been. Let me not say never. I have not ever. That's the same word. But I have not ever been intentionally toxic. You get me? So
Agreed. 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 I definitely don't feel like I've ever been intentionally toxic as well, but I think we all have. I think anybody can be toxic. You know what I mean? I think it can happen
yeah,
to anyone. But
facts.
I think it's all about staying in control of your emotions, communicating, and shit, keeping it real with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but shit, we cannot, cause I don't think I addressed that, did I? We
What?
cannot exempt the fuck niggas and the fuck
Oh
bitches,
yeah,
right?
because I feel like you really have been going in on the female. So
No, no,
what's
no,
the
no, no, no. No, that was not going in on the females. That was going in on that female. You feel me? In that situation. So
true, true.
real women can realize what I'm saying and understand that. You get me? Cause real women out
Mhm.
here looking for a man that's gonna open up his fucking mouth and say what the fuck he want or what he want to do or how you want to move this way. You get what I'm saying? That they gonna respect that, and the fellas the same way. I'm not. I haven't been getting on women because, mind you, I said fuck niggas and fuck bitches. The FNA and the FBs. You get me? Y'all
Right.
motherfuckers is in the way. They in the way. These is the ones that play with your emotions, play with your emotions. Excuse me, and they not serious. You get me? That's toxic. That's a different. That's the toxicity in which I thought we was gonna touch up on. You know what I mean? Those type of
Mhm.
motherfuckers that come into your life, play with you, and do this and do that. I thought that's what we was gonna touch up on, but of course, my black ass got
Yeah, you
lured
never know how
in.
the conversation can go, though. You never know
Yeah,
once you get talking.
yeah, yeah. But
So
that is that. I mean, but that those are that's the symbols of it though. Like I'm trying to think of a prime example, bro. Like okay, that Will and not Will, but that Jada and August situation.
mm, mm,
You know about it, right?
right,
August
get into it.
is toxic coming from a man. He's a toxic motherfucker. You get me? Because first of all, the man in me, you have lyric. You have I don't know her name on Set It Off, but you have Jada Pinkett Smith, right? You have Peaches from Low Down and Dirty Shame, bitch. That's all I need to say. Peaches. You got Peaches. And her husband 9 times out of 10 know about it because they got like an open marriage. But you fall heads over heel or whatever situation, because I really didn't get the real situation, because I thought August went through like a mental breakdown or some shit, because
Hmm.
excuse me, because he was sick. But you think a real one, my fellas out there, I'm not about to open my mouth if Peaches letting me hit that every other night. What are we doing? What
Oh,
are we
you ain't gonna
doing
say
out?
nothing.
I'm not gonna say a damn thing. August was toxic because he fell in love with it. He fell in love with that thing
But how is that toxic, though?
because now you bringing this shit to the media, to the internet,
Like, okay, so what you
and
saying
we
is,
was in a pandemic. We was in a pandemic, so they because did you know that Will and Jada they got like a open? It's not open, but you know they be doing that thing. They be doing
right,
that thing, right? You know that, right?
right.
So if Jada doing her thing over here, hell, as far as we know, he could have been in the damn, he could have been in that mansion. He could have been, and Will knew about it.
Right.
August is toxic because he leaked all that. He started to leak information slowly but surely to the internet. So then you let the internet trolls and you let motherfuckers like me talk about it. And now I'm calling August from that situation. He was toxic because any real one, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Yes, baby, I got you. I got you. Anytime Will ain't doing what the fuck he got to do, come on to daddy. Daddy gonna take care of you. You see what I'm saying? He was
Hmm.
toxic because we talking about two iconic, I don't want to say superstars, but two icons. We talking about Jada Pinkett Smith and we talking about Will Smith. And then your little cockroach raunchy ass, and now you into the equation. Cause what she call that shit? What she call it? What the hell Jada call that shit?
Entanglement.
An entanglement. You get what I'm saying? So
I
now,
loved her for that.
now motherfuckers then learned a new vocabulary word all because of your toxicity.
And
Motherfucking
but then he gonna
August
come out with a
Alsina.
whole song though. He came out with a whole song.
I didn't hear that shit, man. Like
Oh yeah, he got a song.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that because he's the loser in that. Did he not know he was gonna lose? Like Lord knows if Will and Jada blackball that nigga from whatever he got going on. You get what I'm like, bro. If you hitting peaches on a
I
regular,
personally feel like he pulled a bitch move.
that's what okay.
A bitch move. Straight up. That's some shit a female would do. Sure or not. And that's why I didn't. We didn't fucking like. Okay. Yeah, he pulled a straight up bitch move when he did that shit.
So why was you about to disagree with me then? We saying the same thing.
I was just asking the question. I'm just trying to get understand why you have your opinion. What
I
he did
and
was
he was so that wasn't toxic. He wasn't being toxic.
I
These
wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't know if I would say toxic, but he was definitely a bitch for that shit.
Man, this is a full. That's just like you and I being married, right? And then we got open relationships on the side. Long as they don't go public, don't do anything to jeopardize what we got going on, our kingdom, what we got going on, right?
Mm.
And then one of our side pieces or whatever open up their fucking mouth to the tabloids or the TMZ or whoever the fuck want to listen to them. So now you bringing this bullshit ass riffraff into our household when the agreement was already from jump. The contract was already from jump. Shut the fuck up, and you can hit peaches every goddamn other night or every weekend or whatever the fuck it was. You get me? And I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know if that's what was going on, but you get what I'm saying. That's what I mean. He's toxic. Like my, how you not realize what you got? You got if you got a good thing going, you don't fuck that up. August, Alcina, that nigga was toxic, bro, in that situation because that was a whole marriage. That's my point that I'm trying to make. Will and Jada is married. They are married. If they want to have extra little shit on the side, that's their business. So they are married as one. When August want to do what he want to do, now you bringing the toxic shit to them because now all the attention is going. They don't give a. Let's be clear. TMZ, all these media, they don't give a damn about August. They want to hear about Will and Jada. Am I wrong?
Exactly. Nobody care about him.
So that's what I'm saying. So in my opinion, that nigga he the most toxic. I can't say that because we did have a president, but he the most toxic nigga of the year, 2020. Most toxic nigga of the year. No, he might can't get that award. It's been a few toxic motherfuckers this year, bro.
Yeah. This whole
The
year is toxic. What do you mean?
facts. This shit is.
This
This shit.
whole year, bro, is toxic. What do you mean? I'm over it.
I'm surprised it didn't snow during the summertime. To be real with you, summertime states out there to get like 70-degree weather, 80-degree weather, 90-degree
But
weather. I'm surprised it didn't snow. Shit.
I feel like I did. I feel like we did have snow one day during the summertime. I can't remember when, but we did.
Damn.
We had one day that it did snow.
That's a damn shame, man. This
It was
world,
crazy.
man.
I
But
don't know.
to finish off this, man, cause we've been going legit for probably about probably about 2 hours, pushing 2 hours. I'm
Right.
not sure, but how do you prevent toxic behavior?
Mm. Mm.
How do you prevent it?
That's a tough one. Um, I'm gonna say communication number one.
Mm-hmm.
Communication. I'm gonna say keep it real with yourself and your partner. Don't do shit out of spite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't say shit out of spite. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times that's where the toxic shit comes from. You want to say some slick shit because you don't like what your partner said. Like you said, when you just trying to help old girl with, hey, babe, you represent me. You in school. You know what I'm saying? I did. You need to make sure this is right. She want to get mad. You know what I'm saying? Have a little smart mouth or whatever. Y'all go back and forth, and then it becomes a spite thing. And really, just being open to listening to what your partner has to say, and knowing that your partner's there to help you and not hurt you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that's what I think. What about you?
I believe motherfuckers is raised differently, especially this day and
Mhm.
time. Niggas nowadays is born and their grandmother is 30 years old. Their grandmother is 30 years old. You feel me? So
Mhm.
I don't think it's enough moral background. It's a moral code. Like grandma used to beat my ass. Well, let's be clear. Grandma used to she wore me out a few times with the rose bush. She had rose bushes and then my OGs. A rose bush got them damn they got some of them got like the thorns on it, but then it's like some bushes that surround it and they like a switch and it bend. But it's a good ass welch. So she would anytime I'm out of line, she would pop my legs a couple times. You feel me? And I got beatings when I was little, but it was for discipline. These niggas aren't being disciplined when they're younger, or they being raised by 15-year-old mothers. You get what I'm saying? So if they being raised by that and she not doing what she need to do to properly raise him. Now the streets got a hold of him, right? So
Hmm.
he feel that his mother don't give a damn about him. So if he feel that his mother don't give a damn about him, he don't have no type of respect for a female. So he gonna go out here and he gonna fuck with you. Then he gonna go fuck with the next bitch. Then later on in the week he can go fuck with another one. Now you three motherfuckers is online getting beef with each other, and he's still fucking and sucking on all three of y'all. You get what I'm saying? All three of y'all. So being the upbringing, I believe it starts there. It starts there. If you not raised with a certain moral code, then your shit. I don't pray for you, but as a black community, we the only one. I ain't gonna say we the only one suffer from this shit, but this shit is bad with us because we already born into the mud. Most of us, the majority of us, we born into the mud. So you add that, now you having babies and you not taking care of those babies. That's toxic behavior. Like you a no good ass nigga, the fuck nigga association. You get what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that that that's that right there. I believe you can prevent it. One, not necessarily the teenage mothers, because that's gonna happen, right? That ain't no judgment on that whatsoever. But if you had the baby, of course you need to take the time to raise him. You give him or raise her. You get what I'm saying? Because if it starts there, like a female, they say her first love starts with her pops, and then
Hmm.
with the dude, I highly believe if he don't feel that love from his mother or some type of some type of some form of love from his mother, you get what I'm, then he's not gonna have no type of respect for any woman that come into his life until he elevate his mind and he elevate his emotions to the point in which, what am I doing out here? Why am I out here dealing with all of these chicks all the time? You get what I'm saying? What they say, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Why am I doing this? If he can't come to that realization after being born and, well, excuse me, after being raised without a mother figure or that feminine energy around him to let him know, all right, this is how you treat a lady, then he gonna remain toxic, and that's one that turned into 1,000, that turned into 100,000, and then how the hell we gonna break the cycle as black people? You get me? Because now you get locked the fuck up for whatever reason. You won't take care of your kids in the first goddamn place. Now look at it. How does it stop? You see what I'm saying? So I know that might have been a little too goddamn deep, but preventing it, I believe that's where the shit started from, bro. I mean,
Right.
we gotta prevent fuck niggas and fuck bitches. Like I'm just speaking from the male perspective, but
And you know what? I
we
really
gotta
think
prevent that.
a nice start to that would be for us to work on breaking generational curses, because I feel like the generational curses is causing a lot of the toxic behavior that we're, emulating in our relationships, and whether that be relationships with friends, family, or your partner. So definitely, I think breaking those generational curses and those things that we've been through and carrying those unhealthy behaviors in our relationships.
Yeah, I
For
fully
sure.
agree. Cause
You know what I'm
goddamn it,
saying?
that's what type of time I'm on. You see,
Yeah, for sure.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, as a man,
I mean,
you
that's
gotta wake
exactly
up
what
and
you're
realize it. As a
saying.
black man anyway. If you black
Mhm.
and you hearing this shit, bro, we gotta tighten the fuck up. We gotta tighten the fuck up. You feel me?
Mhm. Mhm.
I had a long conversation with my little cousin, and we had a similar conversation about, like basically on some manhood shit. You know what I mean? Dealing with whatever female we deal with, and it was deep. You feel me? If you an OG, and I say OG, that means you done been through some things, and you got some knowledge and some wisdom. Drop it on your young boy. Just talk to him. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now you can't force
Same
him to
thing with
listen.
females.
Yeah, you can't force him to listen. But the
No.
ones that do want to listen to you, like I had a few young boys in my day call me, yeah, you're OG to this shit, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, you know what I mean, like, cause they knew me, but just that acknowledgement, I'm like, all right, so that right there just confirmed it, cause I already knew I'm big brother to my little brothers, but to them I'm big brother too. You get what I'm saying? So that right there just put not an extra weight on your shoulder, but it just make you realize, like, bro, what am I out here doing this for? I'm doing it for them. So the generational curses, all that shit can be broken. It's not gonna be easy, cause we born in the mud. Black people. I'm talking about the black community. But at the end of the goddamn day, I believe it can be broken. But with toxicity, that shit is just slowing us down. Let's be clear about that. That's just slowing us down. That's just
It
slowing
is.
us down. Cause yeah, but either or, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the
You
vibes,
know the
man.
vibes. You take it.
She picking up my lingo now. What we
Oh no,
doing?
I can have this, baby. You know the
What we
vibe.
doing? What we doing? But after this magnificent podcast, are you toxic? I want to know in the comment section. I'm gonna upload this on my Dedrick channel and I'm gonna upload it on my twin channel.
Ladies,
We're gonna
ladies,
see.
are you toxic? Mm. Get into it. Find out.
A
And
few
if
of
you
y'all
are,
are. A few of
fix it.
y'all are. Y'all some toxic motherfuckers, man. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Toxic as
Oh yeah.
hell, man. For real, for real. But either
I
way,
think
y'all.
the next topic, I think we might have to next time get into on how we gonna break these general curses and how we gonna stop toxic relationships, how we can fix that moving forward.
Nah,
Next
I,
podcast.
I'm hearing the generational curses. I can consider that, but the preventing the toxic relationships, like
Yo,
us
yeah.
personally, we can do that. But anybody else, we can't. Cause if a bitch like to get knocked upside her goddamn head, how the hell we gonna stop that?
Nobody but the lie.
Yo, how we gonna stop that? You feel me? How the hell we gonna stop that, bro?
You're
You
gonna have
feel
to
me?
duck, huh?
You see what I'm saying? How we gonna stop that? You see what I'm saying? And I learned my just a little snippet. I learned my lesson early on because my pops had drunk too goddamn much when I was younger, and he was irate. He didn't put his hands on my mom's, but my mom's made sure he didn't put his hands on the type shit. And my pops got sent off to jail. He was like, "Y'all doing this shit because I'm black." His head was band-aided up and every goddamn thing. You feel me? And I was a young pup. So at that age, I knew. And then Mom Deuce, of course, she set me down and shit. And my pops promised me that he won't go drink no goddamn more. But I knew from that, just off of that, ain't no damn way in hell I'm gonna be out here and get drunk to the point in which I'm screaming and I'm putting so much fear into my lady that she need to feel that she have to defend herself. You get me? So that domestic violence and putting your hand on a woman, you's a bitch. Just know that. Let's just clear that out the way. You's a bitch. You get me? I'm talking to all the niggas out there that's putting their hands on females. You's a bitch. You hear me?
Mm.
That's just facts. But I just had to put that in there. You know what I mean? Because I don't see that. You know what I mean? I think I slipped up early on, and I was about to say physical abuse. Like I have never in my life put my hands on a woman. You get me? So
Amen.
understand that verbal abuse shit, that shit ain't got no validity to it. But she can say what she want to say. I even told her plenty of times, like, yo, whatever make you feel that you good, you can say whatever you want to say about me. Just leave me the fuck alone. You get what I'm saying? I walk away from you before I entertain any bullshit. So know that. But again, I don't think we can do no goddamn the relationships because these motherfuckers, they gonna do what the fuck they want to do. Do you hear me? Because the old boy shot
Hey,
old girl in the foot, right? He shot old girl in the foot, and they was in a full blown relationship, weren't they?
I don't know what was going on with them. I
Me
don't
either.
even know.
I don't give a
That
fuck about
sounds
neither
like
one of them.
a whole other toxic story. I don't even
But
know if we
that's
want to
toxic though.
get into that.
I'm not about to get into it because I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. But you get what I'm
Right.
saying.
Hmm.
That was some toxic shit. You can't tell me it wasn't, bro. Because she was protecting him for a good little minute. Didn't come out and say that he the one did it. So that was some
Mm.
toxic shit, bro. And if he really did shoot her on some fuck nigga shit, he's a bitch. He's a bitch for shooting her any goddamn way. But I think they was like it's gonna come out
Right.
that he didn't really do it or somebody else shot a gun. I don't know what the fuck, but fuck that
I
nigga
don't
and fuck
know.
her. Fuck that nigga and fuck her. You feel me? And fuck any nigga out here putting their hands on the female, whether you a pimp or not. Fuck y'all niggas. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. All right, Miss LA, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. And she just said
Yes.
that she was coming back. So
Yeah, I'm definitely
ye-
coming back. And thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
y'all make sure y'all hold her to that shit. You feel me? Next time we gonna put her goddamn social medias up. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna put the social medias up. I'm gonna get on video with y'all. You know, I was a little shy tonight or whatever, but I'm coming back. You know the vibe.
facts. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Till next time, be what twin. Look, y'all be yourself or be everybody else. And I'm out.
Peace
Peace.
out.
But she keep coming in last place. Monkey suit, Dennis, you parade him. A Steve Harvey suit, nigga made him. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it cause your fro wouldn't nap enough. Since you name dropped my fiance, let him know who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie knows better as your baby mother. Cleaned her up.